up. Each team had time to prepare for that next team fight at Boom Shot, and it worked out so well.
And I love the reaction they had as well, right? They were planning for what we're going to do. Oh, we know they're going to OE. And then you hear Rushies make the play. Well, let's just play for new Boom. And it's, and you see all the players transition across the map, and that's the play that won them the round.
Something important happened right there. The one reason, I told you guys in map number 1 how powerful those shot grenades were. Reciprocity placed 2 well-pushed shots to pretty much guarantee a Boom pick every time. But now we're going to see that they evolved their shot grenades into a single drop shot. And so let's see how will they use this single drop shot to push over and get that beat, to get that Boom shot.
We have a lot of power weapons on that side of the map now. That's for sure for Rec. We'll see the fight for Boom, though.
Oh, that's right on his face.
Underway. Rushies may now want to try and push through. Powers has already managed to take Boom, though. And Avexis shuts down Icy as well, but the trade should come through in a brief moment. Also
he can do this, especially he has help.
Well, there's the help in the Boom missile.
Oh, he got him.
Straight at him. That's a double for him.
The flank comes through. Rushies with the heads-up play, bringing some of that aggressiveness that his team loves to stay and keep pressure on Rise Nation.
And there's one really interesting thing when we talk about Reciprocity from their games yesterday. When you look at how they went, it seemed consistently like they were having what I would like to call a mid-game power spike, right? Around the midpoint of the game, they were winning rounds in a flurry. And just kind of watching and looking, the way they're setting up around big weapons and using shot grenades, teams aren't. Like, if you look back in map number 1, they forced Rise to put shots down. They had to because of just how strong Rex were. Now you look at the map, Rise had to do exactly the same thing, but Rec are one step ahead. So now they have the drop shot place, and all Rise have are the shot grenades. It's almost genius.
It really is. And instead of leveling up one of their home hills, they're pretty much committing to saying that we want to play for Boom Shot and Cinema. That is the team fight that we want on this side of the map. Because even if we don't fight for the B hill on the second half, we can fight for home hills.
Exactly that. So it's very, very well played weapon placements thus far from Reciprocity, and you never know, if this round goes in favor of Rec, maybe Rise are forced to use their lock, right? Just to see if they can try and make a play heading into the
round 5.
First off.
Yeah, the next round. This actually, if Rise Nation did lose this round,
this would be the perfect time to do it.
It'd be a great opportunity to use that disable on round 5. That way it can go through round 6 where we don't get, round 7 where we don't get weapon placements.
Tripcat being teased again from Rec, but damage done in the round. 100-point lead over that now. Is Prosty, it's just which win conditions you want to take. It seems inevitable as the players back away. Just secure the B hill, you win off 1. No one even close. Rec go up 3-2, and now this is where, in my mind, if you're Rise, you may want to consider using that lock.
Because Reciprocity, after the first round, they kind of got their strategy. They got the weapons that they wanted. It's been good for them, that mid-round spike, as you talked about, and that comes from strategy. It's a game of chess escalation. And sometimes...
last year was chess. This is 3D chess.
It really is. You're actually in the game. So you're going to see. Let's see what's going to end up happening. So far, neither team has chosen to use any of the utility. Nobody has given each other extra smokes or extra pistols.
You
but
say that.
Yeah, I say that now, but we're going to finally see on this end that on the right side of your screen, Reciprocity is going to give themselves a smoke grenade. Well, they have an option. That player has an option to choose if he wants the smoke or the stun.
Right.
So every time he dies, he can say, you know what? I want a smoke grenade in this situation. No, you know what? My team needs a stun. We need to be aggressive in these last few seconds of the round. Or like, hey, this guy in host spot, he's crossing, he's being annoying, we can't break the setup. I need to throw a smoke in front of his face. Now, one thing about the smoke now in Gears 5, it blows up instantly wherever it's. So no little beep, beep, beep. You know, it had a little delay on it, but now it can be used so effectively.
Well, that was good. We should hire you to do sound effects for next year.
I do it every time you do play-by-play.
It's currently in terms of
they call me Boomer out here.
It's Avexis down to, well, now his final life. So he falls again. It will be a 5v4.
So we see the shot grenades. None of these players can really touch these shot grenades, and this is why we see Rise get super aggressive, but Powers a little bit too overzealous. Shock backs out, the bow tie doing some damage in the middle. That checked that player's life. He had to slow down. Shot getting angled out. You see Reciprocity's going super wide. Don't want to give him any chances, but now Avexis is out of position. Rec, they have the man advantage. Avexis, does he want to stand this fight or back out? Ooh, that hurt. I felt that one.
Oh, Icy will fall, and to your point, going super wide, when the guy refers to when he says that is the spacing, right? When you're in a 2v1 fight, you don't want to get too close. You don't want to put yourself in one-shot kill range of the opposition. You want to always make sure you can put down an equal amount of damage as Rise look to maybe take this round. It was set up so perfectly for Reciprocity.
Get off me.
Will fall. Only one player up. It's Icy. He wins his fight, prolongs the round, and bear in mind, it is the last round of the half anyway, so your respawns.
Burn all your respawns.
Everything. You got to get it back in the game here if you're Rec.
And also, with the respawn timers dropping down, they are now currently at 11 seconds. So this is the perfect time where you're starting to see the round escalate. All these players using the respawns in their bank to get this one on the board for their squads.
You absolutely have to. And in terms of timers, well, drop shots up in 50, booms up in 30. As it is, it's Rise that control the boom shot side of the map. Of course, that's a neutral here, and you can see because of that, Wrecker, so we may now actually have to play for home hills. The problem is, Wrecker falling. Icy so weak, he somehow stayed alive. Fran will drop, but Drix is there to be traded out. Unfortunately, Icy falls as well. It's trades on trades on trades, and the lead is a big one, 161 to 85, but a trick kept coming through. Wreck looking to try and steal the round, denied. Avexis with a win against Sleepy Time to keep Rise alive.
They have plenty of time. I'm going to try to look at the life banks. Franchise on his last life, one life just for Sleepy Time. So Franchise has one more life, and Sleepy Time has 2 lives to use in this round.
Here's the key. Avexis was down to his last life at the very beginning of the round. The first boom shot actually connected with him. Since then, he has not died. He has played a flawless round. The problem, though, there's still a big chance that Reciprocity can win this round. 50 seconds with a 2-1 hill advantage. They will win this round.
Oh, Shock is hurt. If you're Rezik, you got to play up on that, knowing that your teammate put some damage in on him, and he did exactly just that. Got the kill on Shock, so that's what you wanted to see. Franchise has a drop in his hand, over the top, can't connect with it. But
Shocks are down too.
You look at the time, Swarm wins in 36 seconds, so they can hold 2 if they want to. And for a team like Reciprocity, understanding that, you know how strong their slow game can be. You're gonna see the Shock hit the dirt, but Shock is gonna be the one that goes down.
And that's a nice double as it stands. Swarm still win the round in 47. When the Sea Hill caps, that time is gonna go down by half. 20 seconds now. Rise still don't have control of their home hill. Rushy shuts down Drix. Detox falls as well. Reciprocity with the trip cap domination. Give themselves a 4-2 advantage here in map 2. And they're letting them know.
This is where they excel. As you've seen, the Gears Summer Series, Sleepy Time, bringing some of those swift moves onto the main stage.
I see, let them know. That can't happen, folks. That cannot happen.
Now, Rise, so folks, this is single elimination, so y'all know, okay?
Oh, yeah, you lose your out.
I just wanted you to know that, okay? No double elimination, it's a single elimination tournament. $10,000.
I'm gonna say this.
58.
An upset will happen in round 1.
It will. It will.
Just will.
Rise Nation got to dig deep. They started this one off very well. They've only won 3 rounds so far in this matchup compared to Reciprocity's 11 from the 2 maps so far.
Right, as we said, with the advantage. But at the half, our hills will flip sides essentially on the map. Our respawns go all the way back up to the max, and your respawn count is reset back to 5 apiece. Shot trapped in a corner, nowhere to hide. Icy shuts him down. Icy's done well to find 2, and he's looking for number 3 as well. Trying to force the fight, lands 1 shot, but has a teammate there as well. Again, the spacing just too good. Icy finds 3. Detox on the other side, he's gonna fall. It was the boom, which again, remember, weapon placement down, it's on the map for good.
Rise Nation could have a better placement on their shots.
To be honest, this round's over.
This round's over for Reciprocity.
But again, I want to point out, you heard Avexis say it in the pre-game interview with Jordan. As long as we don't mess up our weapon placement, we'll be. You're playing against a team who's kind of new game IQ, as I'll call it. Whenever a new game comes out, you expect to be through the roof. That's going to be the story. Every time we talk about Reciprocity, no matter who they play against, they have a very tough bracket, of course. But that's going to be the storyline, is we expect them to learn early. You can't make mistakes, especially mistakes which, in this game, will cost you massively.
This Marks is about to get turned into a snipe, I will say. 100%. On the side of, because the thing is, Reciprocity, they actually chose to disable. So they disabled the drop shot on the side of Reciprocity. That's what Nation did for their placement. Now, I said they need to get better with these shocks. These shock grenades, you saw when Reciprocity used them, they blocked the only two pathways that Rise Nation take to that boom shot. All Reciprocity has to do is throw them in the exact same locations and pick up the boom shot.
And I want to point out why that's significant that they choose to do it now. Reciprocity with 5 round wins, they're not yet at match point, so this block could bring them all the way back to 5-5.
That shock grenade also blocks their own team from picking up that boom shot. I think Shock realizes that he's getting there a little late. They can't get in there, but he still gets no downs with that ability.
Good enough usage. That's for sure.
You would think Shock can use the shot grenades, eh?
I mean, it includes in his name, right? you would hope so. As Drix somehow stayed alive a little longer there than you would have thought he would, but the boom is used. The flank's coming through. Detox will only be able to find one before he inevitably falls as well. Another very, very quick round coming out of Reciprocity.
He only missed one bullet on that one.
If you Rise, do you even want to respawn? This could be bait. Honestly, as long as the player's full.
As a caster, one thing I do love is, and actually I just noticed it, when the shotgun pellets hit, it's also some shadowed areas that did miss, that didn't hit.
Cool.
So yeah, that is
some nice new features as well. We didn't even talk about the little bit of the mini map down bottom right.
I am so excited for our new season. We just announced the Pro League, more regions as well, and with these quality of life changes made to Gears of War as a whole, the win conditions, the shotgun, the hit markers, we're gonna have such a deep talent pool of professional Gears of War players next season.
I mean, the game itself.
I cannot wait for the action to get underway.
I think that is now so deep. There's so many different layers. There's so many ways players can make mistakes, right? You don't expect them to at the top level, but hey, every professional athlete at a time will make a mistake, and it can cost you a series. It can cost you And this round, which looked like it was going to be Reciprocity's through and through early, now all of a sudden, Rise have applied the pressure. It's 2-1 hill advantage. They control mid-neutral and their home hill as well. The pressure is coming through on D. Trip cap could be imminent. His Trick's going to be able to make a play. He's looking at hit a little bit of a flank. Shock's already there. Again, the trip cap comes through, and this is where if you're Rec, do not bleed those respawns unless Icy's able to make the play, which he won't. They back away. They stay alive.
Ooh. But Rise, they get another one on the board, and that's what they need. They don't want to go down 6-2.
You can't.
You don't want them to get to match point, because when you see your opponent, they got that 6 on their side, and they're just sitting comfortably, and they're laughing and giggling, and they're just beating up on you. It's hard to come back from that sometimes.
And again, that's why I think that lock pick that they had last round is so important. From 5-2, 3 rounds out, it's 2 rounds further. It could honestly bring them back to a tie game.
Exactly.
It could be 5-5. It was really, really smart timing on that one.
Reciprocity gonna start just loading up their home hills.
But will Rec have a lock as well?
Oh, and they're gonna lock
Look at that! Yeah. Look at that! Just like that. That was unbelievably pretty. Drop shot, put down.
It's gonna be a
shot, locked out.
It's gonna be a round difference. That 1 round difference will be the game changer. If Rise Nation does win these next 2 rounds. The round 11, the round 12 is going to be important to see who can kind of get to that match point. So, but after that, you know, hey, the in-game is getting crazy.
Side of the map. We just appreciate there's 2 drop shots and a boom on the top side.
Yeah, right? Welcome to Gears 5.
It's going to get scrappy. It's going to get very, very scrappy. Recto still with the advantage. Boom picked up by Rezik. Rushies opens up. There's the boom kill. Fran shuts down Detox as well. Drix last man up. He has to stay alive. If he falls here, round is over. Vexy spawns in time though. So Drix can maybe just play a little more aggressive over towards the B hill. Lands 1 good shot. There's 2. Sleepy goes down.
Now you're going to see this neutral hill start to get capped up. Drix got some taking some damage from that Lancer. That back A, he only connects with about 40% of that spread. E-Hill goes in favor of Reciprocity. You're going to see Rise Nation choose to put that Botox in the back's hands, just getting some good solid shots with it. That Botox spawns with 12 shots in the clip. Good to know, but he's going to fall there on the engagement.
Yep, Franchise the one. It was 2 players are down, and you can see they're scurrying into our corner. Reciprocity, now they have a big, big advantage And let's not forget, if you have players down, think of it this way as well. If you're trying to win a round based off a full team man wipe, you can hunt down the other players and then go back and kill the down players. Another little cheeky method which could assist you in winning a round of escalation. For some of the newer viewers out there, you don't always have to finish those kills for a wide variety of reasons, but now once again, Avexis and Rise pushing forward. They're trying to sniff out Reciprocity's home.
This is a situation where Rise Nation needs to not get too antsy, and especially Detox. He only has 3 lives remaining so far in this round. So with that being said, he wants to play his life more patient. One thing that was happening to me when we kind of did our practice games, I was playing more of a front spine, and I used my lives early on, but at that point, I asked my home hill player to switch spots. I said, hey, can I cap these homes, build up my lives a few rounds, and you go up with them, and we just kind of adjust our strat just a little bit. Sometimes you got to switch positions, especially one of your main fraggers, just because you need more lives in those team fights.
Rise Nation doing such a good job, and it's a that springs into life when Rise Nation need him the most. He's somehow still alive, dancing and darting around Reciprocity's home hill. Finally, he drops, but Rise have done such a good job of bringing themselves back into this one. They will now take the lead with a 2-to-1 hill setup. This is looking good for Rise to close that gap once again.
If they can just kind of hold this setup, as you see on your screen, they will win in 40 seconds. Marks are on the map. Powers is probably going to pick that one up. No, he's choosing to just go out with his pistol. He just needs to get to his teammates as soon as possible and help them out.
Here's the scary thing, though. Rec do not want to bleed too many lives. A lot of them are down now to their final 2 respawns. Of course, they will get 1 more, but Rise are winning the race in terms of holding their respawns a little bit better, not by much, admittedly, but it is an advantage. Which could be huge.
Rise has more respawns at this point currently than Reciprocity.
And the game just slowed down to a snail's pace. It was Rec that need to make the play. Powers shuts down his teammate with the boom, as well as Sleepy.
Now, this is one of those rounds where if you're Rise, do you want to respawn or give it up, right? And you give it up. you don't come back into this one. We're going to see who opts to choose, and a few players did burn their spawns.
Did they really?
Yeah, a few players did burn their spawns, I want to say.
Surprising, and it's those mistakes that we said in the heat of the moment. You're just so focused on getting back into the action and trying to make a game-winning play. You can burn through those lives way, way too quick. And with 1 round left on Reciprocity's lock of drop, 2 still, of course, for Rise, Rec have put themselves at series point.
Mirror matchups on the board.
It's beautiful.
You're going to see the markers down low, the drop shots up top. I do believe this is going to be the round. Actually, not this round, but it's going to be the next round where Reciprocity can get that drop shot back if they so choose to. Rise Nate, on their weapon selection, they're going to choose to give themselves some utility grenades. So they're going to give a player the option, and it was actually Shock, the front spawn. So Shockhead says, hey, my front spawn, I need a flash grenade. I need something to get in there for me to kind of play around to try to get this boom shot. So we'll see what he can do with that.
Again, Rec win this 1 more round. Basically, now you have yourself 4 match points. And the map is set up in such a way Rec have really had their way with Rise Nation down low at the previous B hill. Rushies will be first to fall in the round, though, which that finds the pick. And now all of a sudden, if you're Rise, you want to try to end this as quickly as you possibly can because the kills are coming in flurry. There's only 1 player alive. Where is he? It's Sleepy time. He knows he has to stay alive.
That hurts. Oh, this is going to hurt, too.
Did you spawn in? Again, that's the question.
The pre-fire over the top, guarding the teammate. You see that Lancer. He knows there's not much he can do. That's a... Yeah. Oh, his teammate got the home.
Yeah, 3 players from Rec spawned in. They tried to make the play over towards the home, but the trip cap still coming through. It's Powers that's capping it up. Teammates elsewhere have to make the play, otherwise Reciprocity could have very seriously misplayed that round.
Now this is where you got to keep your composure.
But what's the likelihood? We always talk about fights, right? Don't take your 50-50 fights. Take 60-40. You almost have to think about round wins now the same way, right? You don't want to try and win a 50-50 round. In a game like this, where you know you're getting your drop shot this round, concede it. Give yourself as big a benefit in those later rounds as you possibly can, because the respawn timer gets lower. You're going to be quicker back into the action with more things on the map.
Yeah, and you know, especially now, Reciprocity, they have 2 players on their team respawns on the map, and that's with 3. Rise Nation got a few 5s, few 4s, but Reciprocity, 2 of those players got 3, but they can end it right now. They have all the options. They just got to play this round clean. They have a drop. They have an extremely huge advantage. But I will say on the flip end, at the bottom half of the map, there is a Torque Bow versus a Marksa down there. And that Torque Bow is going to have 3 shots. And that thing is nasty in the right hands. We like to call those players Robin Hood, a green arrow.
Sure do. Again, remember the key here, Reciprocity's drop shot is out.
That's going to be a suicide, and that's going to be the only boom. Actually, it should be one more boom in there. So he's going to go find it. Looking for it, searching for it. Oh, well, maybe that boom isn't there. It might just be, actually, it's one boom shot in that chamber, so that player used that on a suicide. You got to upgrade that boom to get a second shot.
So upgrade. That's also something else you can do in weapon placement, which we haven't really touched on too much.
But yeah, we've been waiting for it to happen.
Yeah.
We got to pace ourselves. There's going to be a lot of action, a lot of great moments for us to explain these things. And great job going for the guy in the back with the drop shot and not the one in the hill.
I want to point out, speaking of drop shot, another one up in 30 seconds for Reciprocity. As it stands, they have a 20-point lead, and Sleepy Time.
Oh, that's so clean. Haven't hit markers.
Shots, but Icy to push Avexi's. He will fall, as now Avexi's wants to try and go for the revive on his teammate, but Fran is there, and Fran gets himself a double. This now an opening for Reciprocity.
Also, whenever you see the red crosshair, that's indication of a headshot. You see a yellow one, that's an active headshot. So you have these hit markers and these damage indicators to help you get better as a player and to hit, be more precise.
Icy needs to be a little careful this round. He's down to his final respawn. This is at 2. Everyone else for Rec should be good. On the flip side for Rise, they're all sat really at 3 and 4 outside of Avexi's, who also sits at 2 as well. So the round, as you would expect now, with another drop shot out for Rec, slows down. They have a 2-to-1 hill advantage. They don't need to push anything. They know Rise need to come to them. They have a point lead. They're going to win the round in 60 seconds, force the mistake, and make a good play here with a drop shot.
Over the top. Woo! Thread the needle once again. Rushy showing us how precise he is on the main stage. 39 eliminations, 17 deaths. Can we get that big 4-0? The 40 bomb. Rushy moves in on the flank. He gets one. He's looking for the second one as well, but he says, nah, I got to revive my teammates. Yep. And that's something else, too. When you go down, when you wolf pack, you got to stay as close to your teammates as possible because you will burn a life. And those quick revives, press X before you shoot, folks. They do pay off.
That was so smart from Rushy's, but now he has to make a play. He managed to level it up. It's a 1v1 on that side of the map, but all he's doing here is bleeding time. Now it's a 1v2. Rushy's is going to recognize it, backs away. They win off one hill. He can concede the mid-neutral hill. It's not going to be too important, but now he wants to go back to the fire, and Avexi's had no idea about it. Rushy's will find it, but Powers has got his hands on Boom Shot. 207, 137. Swarm win, 41 seconds.
That character model, the Hunter, call him the Reaper. Just taking away the respawns from Rise Nation, 1 kill at a time, looking for that headshot, being a nuisance, showing he can do it all.
Rise have to do something. They have to do something over towards the home hill of Reciprocity. They need a decap, if nothing else.
Woo, get off me.
It's the mid-neutral. Rushy says thank you very much. That's number 43. Is there anyone over that side of the map? It's going to be Powers. He's all by himself. Shock taking a fight as well. They both drop.
And Reciprocity is our first winner on the main stage. Congratulations to those boys. 7-1, 7-4. They progress on.
Single elim here at the E-League Summer Series Invitational. So if you're a Rise fan, you will not see them in action again. Reciprocity through. We'll see them again tomorrow in a semi-final. The big question, who of course will be facing them. It's not an easy bracket by any means, but I think the one thing that you can really say you learn is Rec, new maps, as Ribs, as Colin pointed out, they're gonna be really, really good.
And it just shows that the veteranship of those guys, they didn't play a lot of gears, and having that, they came in and they adapted very quickly. This one, a lot of practice over the last few days, but it just shows that the play style works out so well for them.
Once again, congratulations to Reciprocity, the first victors of their series today. Still plenty of action though here at the E-League Summer Series Invitational. We'll be back after this with our analyst desk breaking down the action.
Beautiful plays, just like that, bro. Easy, bro. Easy.
Let's go, boys!
Keep that shit up. Good
job, baby!
Just like that, baby. Just that fight, baby.
Right back in the game. Right back in the game. Go, boys!
Let's go, boys.
Good job, man!
I'm praying too good, bro.
Start pulling away! Alex, start pulling away! Let's go! Let's go! Go home! Bexy, go home to our swords, boy!